should we just jump straight into this game? Because this is by far the most impressive game we've seen thus far. Should I just... I don't know. Okay, but look, even the stream is acting up. Look at that. Look at that. You saw that? Even the stream's excited. The stream doesn't even know what to do. Before we talk about this game, though, really quick, big shout out to Sleeper. Guys, go check out Sleeper if you can. Link below. If you don't know what it is, it shows it's an app in which you can do daily fantasy sports. That's really great. And also, they even have a social media segment of it as well. Unfortunately, there's no NBA stuff on it yet, right? That won't be until the end of this month, so you guys might want to hold off on it. But if you watch the NFL or any other sports, you can use it. As you can see here, like you can make some. So I'm just pressing random stuff because I don't even know who is that. Pickens? It's Dallas. You can really see that I do not pay attention to my Cowboys anymore because I hate them now. So I have no idea who that is. But if you guys know football at all, hop on over there and check it out. And as you can see below, just use the code CLAN and you'll get a 100% match up to $100, you know? So if you guys are into it, you know, lock in. Guys, let's talk about this game because this game was absolutely incredible. I mean, it was absolutely incredible, guys. Okay, I'll read your, happy belated birthday. Thank you, man. Been watching for years and didn't realize we share a birthday until watching the VOD of the Heat stream. Oh, that's so cool. Thanks, man. You saw that? The stream is excited, y'all. The stream is excited. Thanks, man. Yeah, I saw it. I really appreciate it. Shout out to K2 Pat. All right, so here it goes. Okay, here we go. Now, the San Antonio Spurs put on a show. I'm so excited from this game. I don't even know how to function. I don't know if I can even talk about this game because there were so many things that I saw that just got me ready for this season, bro. And I know that it's preseason, but there's a few standouts here. Not just player-wise, just overall the vibe of this team where I am screaming, yelling even, that this season is special. Like, they are going to be in the playoffs, and they're going to make some noise. Because this team, like, man, I don't even know where to start, guys. All right, so I'll just tell you my overall vibes, okay? My overall vibes, my initial takeaways. First and foremost, Dylan Harper. I am so sorry, my friend. I want to apologize to Dylan Harper because, as you guys know, I said initially that he would start day one. Okay? That was my take. I said he's going to start day one, and anybody that disagrees with me is dumb. I didn't say that to you guys, but I said he is going to start day one easily. And I came back on that. I was like, well, maybe he won't, right? Maybe he won't. But it was because of the injury. I was like, we might not see him how the Spurs are. They might hold off on letting us see Dylan Harper until like weeks into the season starting, right? So I was like, yeah, and then it's going to take time for him to start to implement, into the offense, or for them to implement him into the offense. And then that'll take some time for him to get used to it with the new thing. Nope, none of that. Day one, preseason, he showed that he's ready day one. So I'm right back on that train that I was on initially, that Dylan Harper could be starting day one. He looked phenomenal. Both ends of the court, he looked phenomenal. He looked comfortable. Like I told you guys before, we haven't had someone to get to the basket the way that he can since Tony Parker, right? People really worried about his shooting. And like I said, and I brought up stats plenty of times. I know sometimes it just seems like I'm just saying I told you so, but you got to bring it up, right? People forget, right? There's quite a few chatters that had arguments with me over this. But I brought up his shooting. People were like, I'm so worried about his shooting. He is actually good off ball. Like, shooting wise, he is good off ball. So I didn't see anything that I need to worry about. This is my first time seeing the stats, by the way. So I don't look at the stats, during the games. Unless the announcers bring it up. I don't pay attention. My first time looking at the stats, most of the time, at least for the majority of our roster, is when I just jump on stream. So I have not seen his stats. But let's see. His stats, 4 for 6, 1 for 3 from 3. I think the one he hit was a corner one, right? Am I tripping? I think it was a corner one. 3 assists, he was perfect. I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you guys. Not only that, he had the highest plus minus on the team. So he had a plus 20. So when he was out there, the Spurs were making noise. He was so good defensively. That was something we brought up before too, right? Like some people were like, he's not that good defensively. I was like, no, he's good. He might not be as elite as a Castle. He might not be as elite as a Sohan or Wemby, but I mean, Wemby's a whole nother beast, but he is a good defender. So he's not going to just get blown by, defensively. Like he's fine. But he was able to get to the rim easily. Already he got so much attention. There was one play in particular where they just the Jazz just completely tuned in on him, tried to close in on him as he was driving, and he got an easy alley-oop to Cornet. So like he looks sick. He had that really great alley-oop to Wemby. Actually, I think I can show that. Because when the social medias post it, it's low-key unofficial. So let me see. Okay, so I don't know if I can show this one, but you can see it a little bit. Oh crap! Hold on. I don't know what just happened. Yeah, he had that one to Cornet, but this one is the one that I thought, yeah, I will be fine showing this. Never mind. It's not going to play. Yeah, it's just not going to play. I apologize. I don't know. I don't. Jeez. Oh my God. Fix your app, bro. What is this? What is this? We're just looking at a ref's badonkadonk. What is this? What's going on? I swear it was playing just a second ago. Here, maybe if we go to this San Antonio Spurs. Oh my God. Are we sick? And then it says all the angles. That's so funny. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Maybe it'll start playing a little bit. But yeah, he looked great. He looked awesome. Alley-oop that he had to Wemby was beautiful. Just overall, he was great. So that was a standout for me. Another one as well is Carter Bryant, where he's one of those players, man, where he just got ice in his veins, right? Like defensively, he was great all game long. Every single time he plays defense, it is contested. Like there is not one time in which I see him defensively and he's not contesting a shot and his hand is right there to block it. Like he is so quick on his feet. He's up in the air so fast. He doesn't even need a lot of momentum, right? He's just there. He got hops. He got bunny hops, man. Yeah, so he was great. And even offensively, where like people are like, oh, he's been struggling. Obviously, he's been struggling. But at the end of the day, he hit the shot that really mattered, right? That three, he had no hesitation. And that's something that really showed out to me, because I think it was in the third quarter, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it was the second quarter. But he had like a wide open 3-point shot. And the whole crowd was like confused. You can hear the crowd rumblings because they were like, why did you not take that? Like it was wide open. And he just gave it up. He said, screw it. And then he ended up finding Champagnie for a better shot. But that speaks to this team as well. Like they are so unselfish. And Champagnie ended up hitting the shot. But like in that moment, that had people maybe a little worried, right? Like, oh, is he going to be scared to take these shots? But when the game was on the line, he hit a huge three in the fourth. So yeah, just icing that dude's veins, man. And the whole team felt like that. It never feels like, and this is the feeling I used to get with the championship Spurs. And I know it's just a preseason. But like, I never have the feeling that we're going to lose this game. These first few games, it just didn't feel like that. The second game in particular, where we're having a horrible game. Any team, even in the preseason, right? Even you take the Spurs in last preseason prior, if they were struggling the way they struggled in that second preseason game, that's just a loss, easy. But we're one of those teams. We're talented enough, and I mean, even as bad as we were playing, we're disciplined enough, funny enough, defensively, where you can stay in these games, and once you get it together, you take off. And that's what we saw in the second game. And this one, I was just convinced the entire time that we had it under control. as close as it was, even going to overtime, I never thought that we would lose this game. It was just a total vibe of this team. Nobody was above the other person either. And that was another thing that was cool too, because by mid third quarter into the fourth, obviously you have like end of the bench players playing, but it didn't feel like that. It didn't feel like a guys trying to show out or show what they can do. They just played within the system, played within the framework to win the game. They did what they needed to win. Disciplined, good basketball. Keldon has improved. I don't even know if it's the fact that Keldon has improved necessarily. He looks like the same player. I think what it is the team is just so much better that you don't have to be heavily reliant on Keldon. And you have enough shooters and you have guys that are a legitimate threat where Keldon can kind of just, do his thing, You think Keldon looks much better? Even if he don't got the best defense, if he could get this offense consistently, that's beautiful. I don't think Keldon looked any different, guys. I don't know. I did see someone post something and it got some numbers on Twitter where they were like, oh, we got 2022 Keldon back. But I'm like, in my opinion, Keldon has been the same basically this entire time, like I think it's just we have a better team. Like the two versions of Keldon you get right now, I think, is you have a team that's very good and has a lot of depth where he can come in and come out and, if he's doing well, you can keep him in. If he's not, you can sit him. It doesn't really matter, but he's not going to show out. His defense isn't going to really like be exposed because we have so many defenders. That's a Keldon that we see. Or we get the Keldon where everyone is injured, everyone is out, and it's just on him, and he can take as many shots as he wants, and the stats at the end of the day look fine, right? And people are like, oh, that Keldon's back. But I'm like, no, that was just a bad team. And Keldon can create his own shot by getting to the rim, right? I don't know. Keldon did look better slightly. I guess you guys just need to tell me what you mean by how he looks better. I don't really know. Now, I'm not even dissing Keldon at this point. I just don't really know what we're talking about. Keldon is dominating. Yeah, Keldon looks good, but it's been the same. Keldon has always been a good player. Don't think that for 1 second when I criticized Keldon, I said that he's bad. Keldon isn't bad. My only question is, can he fit with a team with his play style? Is it going to fit within our framework? Oh, by the way, I didn't even see the super chat. Shout out to AR Doc. He says, not really a fan of Keldon, but he seems to have matured a lot, not trying to play hero ball all the time. I don't know. I don't know if I see what you guys see, honestly. Keldon's taking the same shots he's always taken. So I don't know. I don't know what you mean. I just think the team is overall better. But I really do hope he just fits right in. He looks great. The team as a whole looked great. All right, off of Keldon. That wasn't one of the standouts I was going to mention. Wait, actually, that might be the only two. Oh, and I love Luke Cornett's and Victor Wembanyama's chemistry together. They look really great. And Wemby looked good. Wemby looked really good. By far his best game. I mean, 16 minutes, he put up 22 points. Yeah, he put up 22 points. So let me see if this actually played. It's still not playing. What the heck is going on? I wonder if I repost it and I go to my page, the video will play. That is so strange. Oh, it worked. It worked. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. What I love is the end of this. Look at this. Gave a kid a high five. I love that. This team is so fun. Your internet? It wasn't my internet. I don't know what's going on with that. This team is gonna be so much fun. I see a lot of Manu and Harper. Can you elaborate a little bit? Harper's just really good. I see a lot of Tony Parker and Harper. Dad bro up. Yeah, that was dope. He used to get Keldon vision a couple times a game. He's more controlled and is making better decisions on the court. His energy is always consistent and necessary. I'll keep my eye on it. I'm not gonna just because it could very well be me being biased here. So I'll take a look. I'll pay more attention, I guess. I felt like I've been paying attention. Keldon vision, I feel like it's still there. I don't think, if he has the green light, he's gonna go for it. But maybe I'm wrong. And I'm probably basing it a little bit off of that previous game as well, because that previous game we were playing really poorly, and we probably needed Keldon to create for us a little bit more, or create his own shot a little bit more. So maybe that's where my bias might be coming from. But the great thing about these couple games, guys, is because the fact of the matter is this: you're not going to be perfect, right? You're going to go into games and something's going to be going wrong. Either you're going to be missing shots, you're going to start off the game, a little sluggish. Maybe you're going to get some turnovers here and there. And the most important thing is how quickly you can adjust, and if you could find other ways to win. And what's beautiful about this team right now is we have so many people that can bring pressure to the rim, and so many threats, lob threats with Wembanyama, and it is even more than that. So you got Wembanyama, you got Cornette, but then on top of it, I feel like even Carter Bryant could potentially be kind of a lob threat. I feel like Jeremy Sohan is a lob threat, right? You got quite a few lob threats, and you got guys that can get to the rim at ease. I mean, we don't even have Fox back yet, right? But you can find other ways to win. And I felt like that's another one of those games where it felt controlled and we found a way to win. Last game, it was a lot of turnovers early on, right? Very sloppy basketball. In this game in particular, it was just not hitting your threes, right? Like, we were pretty horrible from three. Let me see. They were 14 for 41, and they were 34%. We were 27% from three. 27% from three. But the Spurs can hit you in so many different angles. We're not relying on one thing. We're not a one-trick pony. We have so much depth. And nobody's back yet. Who do we still need back, right? We need, once the season starts, we need Castle, Fox, Sohan. Who am I missing? Well, Harper's back now, so like those three, right? That's all that we're missing? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. That's huge. Yeah, I said Castle. That's huge. That's two of our best defenders. Well, I mean, obviously Wemby's our best defender, but outside of Wemby, that's two of our best defenders. Yeah, Kelly Olynyk. I'm really curious on how Kelly Olynyk will feel into this team. And I'm also wondering, because a lot of these guys aren't going to play, but I am wondering what the Spurs are going to do, right? Because I'm gonna be transparent. I see the vision. David Jones Garcia looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. It's a pretty good score. He had a really nasty steal in there. That was a clutch steal. But he looks really good. So I'm wondering if they can find a way to give him some minutes. So far, I feel like he's been looking better than Lindy Waters. Says defense is an issue. He had that one steal that looked good, but yeah, I'm wondering if he can get a few minutes here and there. I don't know though. But I think it's very telling though, guys, when you're, well, not our best because not everybody played, but some of your best players play and it looks under control and they look really good. And then once they sit down, the opponent comes back a little bit, and the fact that the end of the bench guys play with immense amount of confidence. That's top down. That's guys like Wemby. I mean, it's character wise as well. Like, these guys are confident in their abilities, but when it's a vibe thing as well, right? Like, when you have a leader like Wembanyama, when you have Vassell as confident as he is, and Keldon as confident as he is, and how great of a teammate he is, and I think it just kind of rubs off on the other guys as well. You know what I mean? They all they just believed in each other. I don't know. I know that's corny, but it's just the truth. They look great. You know what I mean? Yeah, is Fox gonna be back soon? He's so according to Fox, he's fine, and it seems like it's the Spurs just being very cautious with what they do. But I'm assuming he'll be back, like at least in the first couple games. Man, if I had to put my money on it, I'm gonna say third game. But yeah, I'm going back on my prediction that Dylan Harper should be starting day one. I'm gonna go back on that. And will it happen? I don't know. Probably not. Especially if Vassell is as good as he's been this past game. We'll see. But yeah, I'm so hyped for the season, bro. It's understate. This is gonna be such a good season. We're gonna have so much fun. These live streams are gonna be popping after these games. Like, we're gonna have so much fun.